Welcome to the module, Promotion and Marketing. Today we will focus on the topic of the event managing and marketing. What will we learn through this submodule? The objective of this submodule are to acknowledge the main principles for managing an event, to think about the event as a promotional tool. Let's start by the definition of event. An event is communication. The event arises from the society and it is conceived for individuals, people, communities. Organizing an event is even a relational moment and cultural exchange. Living in an event is finally a relational moment and a sharing of experiences. The relational nature of the event makes it suitable for transmitting a tangible or intangible heritage, communicating a corporate or an individual, communicating a community, governing a space, urban or natural, communicating a project. Events were born with men as manifestation of identity, manifestation of the sacred, manifestation of power, search for consensus, visibility and popularity. Events have been a response to social needs in the form of rites, parties, travels, exhibitions and performances, experiences, hallmark events. A mega event or hallmark event is a big, relevant and innovative project for a territory because it activates the development of the same territory, favors its structural and infrastructural renewal, can strengthen its reputation, can modify its image and positioning. For instance, the Olympic Games can be considered as a mega event. When working in the tourism field, the inclusion of the territory or of several territories in the event marketing strategies is quite obvious. When operating and when planning an event in a territory, you need to carry out the relationships with stakeholders, that are individuals, people, organizations, authorities, institutions that can be directly or indirectly involved in projects. Territorial stakeholders could be customers and potential customers, tourists, local businesses, private supporters, investors, public authorities, employees, internal and external collaborators, suppliers, workers, local or trade associations, inhabitants, mass media, public opinion, opinion leaders, testimonials, influencers, travel bloggers. How to realize an event? The event is actually a project. Therefore, you have to deal with it in the perspective of the project management. Here are the main phases of the event management. 1. Design. 2. Plan. 3. Check. 4. Implementation. 5. Evaluation and measurements. As in all projects, the preliminary design phase will take time and energy, but it is essential to validate the idea and then to proceed efficiently with the organization of the subsequent phases. First phase, design. The event design consists of a series of steps. 1. Definition of the goal and of the target. 2. Elaboration of the concept. 3. Definition of the idea with time and location options. 4. Production of feasibility studies. Definition of the goal and of the target. Before starting the organization, you need to think about the final objective you need to achieve by your event, in relation with the focus people you want to approach. At this stage, make a PEST analysis of the territory where you intend to hold the event. It is a strategic evaluation of the scenario to bring out critical issues to cope with or to solve. Elaboration of the concept. It is a brainstorming activity where you have to think about an event type carrying on the message you want to transmit. The rising idea shall be submitted at the SWOT analysis in order to prevent eventual external threats and to amend internal critical points. Consider that the strengths will be part of your plus points when communicating the event. Definition of the idea with time and location options. Once the concept is approved, you need to think about the event date and place. You can choose the event date according to calendars. You can also decide the event frequency, by considering that a single event can have a big emotional impact. A continuous or cadenced event leads to a reduced emotional impact and to a rational approach. A permanent event implies a more rational involvement. The time management in events offer a range of opportunity: unicum, continuum, big event, single within a big event. Event and time have strict and multi-level connections: past, present, future. Events create an expectation. Event is a flow. Event is a tool to give eternity to the ephemeral. Events during time can be memorization, memorial, and memory. You can decide to set the event in compliance with the event concept and according to different criteria. Virtual or real scenarios. Traditional spaces or non-spaces, also called non-linear. Traditional space. Traditional place built for a specific function or event, like a music hall for holding a concert. Non-space. Unexpected but identifying an historical space where an event can be held, like a cave for holding a concert. Indoor or outdoor scenarios. Front scene, like conferences. Circular scene, like performance exhibitions, in itinerary or traveling scene. Traveling scenes can be pilgrimages or processions, pilgrimages to installations or sites, pilgrimages to shows, paths, walks, ways on the ancient roads. The event space is designated as location, town or city, like Rome, venue, place, building, like Galleria Borghese, site, environments, specific areas, like Room of the Frescoes. Production of feasibility studies. At this stage, you need to make some preliminary checks to validate your event idea. General feasibility study. You need to answer the following points. Is the creative idea feasible? Is it possible to find the human resources for its implementation? Are we able to govern the event? Can we withstand the financial exposure? The selected date, the time, the production time, are they suitable for organizing the event? Feasibility study related to organization. You need to make benchmarking with similar events, make brainstorming with other operators and suppliers, acquire technical opinions, make simulations, do a rough costs projection. Feasibility study related to logistics. You need to answer the following points. Is the selected location obtainable? Are the conditions for access, use and setup suitable for the event? Is the location sustainable for the environment and residents? Are safety standards guaranteed? Do further logistical conditions, like storage, exist to implement the event? Does the location support the technology necessary to implement the event? Feasibility study related to budget. You need to answer the following points. What is the maximum budget of the event? Is the event free or paid? Are there opportunities to obtain co-financing contributions? Feasibility study related to marketing and communication. Can we reach the focus target? By which strategies? At what cost? Should communication and marketing be outsourced? With which risks? At what cost? Which pricing policies, if necessary, can we implement? Should we involve stakeholders? Second and third phases. Plan and check. At this stage, you should have ready the set list of your event. The set list is a preliminary document where the following points are listed. Definition of the event details. That are name, type, short description of the concept, eventual brand. Definition of the date. Definition of the location. Definition of partnerships. Identification of in-house or in-outsourcing resources. That are people, materials, services. Identification of the regulatory, legal, contractual aspects. Definition of use of the event by the focus public. Definition of the accessibility to the event. Definition of the event sustainability. Definition of the communication, promotion and eventually booking strategy. Definition of the security and safety plan. Definition of the bureaucracy or paperwork. Second and third phase. Plan and check. Now you need to schedule the necessary activities and assign the tasks. For this purposes you can use a Gantt chart for planning activities. Second and third phase. Plan and check. You can use a matrix to assign the tasks. These documents will allow you to manage the event organization process by checking the timing and the proper performing of each activity. Second and third phase. Plan and check. Each responsible shall issue the relevant checklist to be used before, during and after the event. Second and third phase, plan and check. On the basis of this diagrams, you can extract the preliminary budget of the event by estimating costs, ideation, organization, human resources, material resources, technical preparation, logistics, setup, communication and promotion, financial and administrative, revenues, private financing, public financing, revenues from commercial activities, tickets, fees. This document permits to have an overall idea on the economic impact of the event. Fourth phase, implementation. It is the moment when the event takes place. You have to arrange some solutions facilitating the event realization, management and real-time control. Here are some suggestions. Schedule briefing and debriefing activities. Make the staff recognizable by means of badge or other dressing solutions. Make preliminary checks of materials. Make preliminary tests on technical equipment. Send reminders to collaborators, personnel, suppliers, clients. Foresee alternative materials. Prepare pass, tickets, badges, business cards, promotional material. Prepare checklists of materials, guests, participants, collaborators. Prepare electronic and paper programs, maps. Arrange backup and subsidiary systems. Reserve seats, tables, places. Use event booking programs. Fifth phase, evaluation and measurements. Once the event is concluded, you need to make a report to evaluate the results and to state the achievement of the objective. How to determine the success of an event? First, the attendance redemption, that is the ratio between the number of invitations sent or published and the total number of contacts, or the ratio between the number of the participation promises obtained and the total number of contacts. For the follow-up report, here are some parameters you can take into account. Attendance, generic attendance, attendance with data acquisition, no of accesses with contact, no of accesses with profiling, media presence, presence of famous people or personalities, appreciation, comments and signs of appreciation through social media activities, reviews, word of mouth, loyal attendance, rating through surveys or satisfaction questionnaires, stakeholders' appreciation, shopping of exhibited or launched products. Fifth phase, evaluation and measurements. For the follow-up report, here are some parameters you can take into account. Costs and times, compliance with the estimated budget, rationality of extras, compliance with the schedule, emergency management. Implementation factors, consistency between concept, implementation and results, general management of the event, crisis and risk management, critical moments due to material or human causes, meteorological or force majeure problems. Remember that the success of an event is measured in post-event activities, mainly if it unleashes the WOM effect. Consider that making the event governance means establishing the rules of the game, giving strategic and political guidelines, ensuring the coordination, monitoring the results, providing guarantees. Consider that managing the event means also establishing the safety and security plan according to the current local and national laws, fulfilling with bureaucracy provisions, observing local and national fiscal regulations and the applicable laws. A quality event is an event that is coherent, starting to concept up to implementation, responds to needs and is in line with the promise. An excellent event exceeds the created expectations, becomes an unicum for emotional and experiential strength. Global quality is made by the idea quality, the organization quality, the communication and promotion quality. Regardless of the type, an event is a complex, emotional, dynamic project like a tourism experience. Event marketing can be an effective strategy to present products and organizations or to celebrate the territorial resources. Events are not only opportunities to gather and meet people for leisure, cultural, business or sport occasions, celebration moments. Events can also be means to make interactive promotion. In this view, the event is not the final goal, but a precious working tool. This should be your new approach towards event management. How can an event be a promotional tool? Here are some suggestions for creating promotional events. Virtual scenarios can be helpful to launch a new product or activity, for instance through a tutorial. To create expectation regarding the vacation, for instance through a virtual tour, a game. To show how you intend to organize an active holiday, for instance through a webinar. To reach potential tourists and travelers from abroad or living far from the territory where you are active, for instance an outdoor video performance. Real scenarios are the ideal playgrounds for sport and tourism offer and to activate in-motion events, such as flash mobs, open promotional tours. How can an event be a promotional tool? You can implement promotional events in traditional outdoor spaces, like countryside, seaside, hills. If you want to dare and to be amazing, you could take into consideration to make an event in a non-space or non-lieu, for instance a show in a railway station or an urban cultural itinerary by dancing. You can adopt a front scene model, for instance a running on the post monologue presenting your offer. You can build up a circular scene event, like a live tourism and sport mime performance. You can give effect to your creativity through itinerant promotional events, a church tour by running, a gaming marathon, a long walk collecting people in Forrest Gump's style. As you may understand, an event conceived for making promotion is a result of interdisciplinary contamination, smash up and reinvention. The only limit is your creativity. Design it original and appealing for your focus target. Multiply the scope by sharing it or the news through web channels and social media marketing, by trying to make it viral. Final suggestion. You need to assume a holistic promotional vision integrating your future tourism and sport competences and the offer of territory where you operate. Thank you for your attention.